The more you reveal your pain, the more people may want to hurt you. While it doesn't happen in every case, it's not uncommon for certain individuals to take satisfaction in witnessing your suffering, or even play a role in exacerbating it. Unfortunately, this sadistic and envious behavior is present in many and can pose obstacles to personal growth in various aspects of life, whether it's at work, within a circle of friends, or even within the family. So, mastering the art of not revealing your vulnerabilities can strengthen your position. Picture yourself as a tree in a storm. While the leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, the trunk remains resolute, deeply grounded in the earth. This serves as a depiction of silent resilience, a concept we aim to delve into. We'll discuss how you can enhance your strength by demonstrating resilience to external and internal challenges. Every trial becomes a lesson, much like the tree standing firm in the face of the storm. By behaving as if external factors do not bother you, you're not denying the existence of the storm, but rather choosing not to let the rain soak you and the wind knock you down. It's a journey to become the master of your destiny, exhibiting firmness, strength, and serenity amid chaos. This video will explore 15 Stoic principles attributed to Epictetus, a prominent philosopher you may already be familiar with. I also encourage you to focus on self-discovery, where strength emanates not from the thunderous noise, but from the serene silence that illuminates the path. Let's begin. Principle number 1. Embrace the wisdom of listening twice as much as you speak. Ever pondered why nature equipped us with 2 ears, but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, this isn't a random occurrence, but a deliberate design with a clear purpose: to caution against falling too much in love with our own voice, encouraging instead an appreciation for the voices of others. Advancement in life, Epictetus believes, stems from learning from others rather than incessantly repeating our own words. Therefore, beginning today, shift your focus to paying more attention to what those around you are saying and less on what you've been expressing so far. Principle number 2. Adopt the mindset of always expecting the worst. Anxiety often stems from the belief that unfavorable circumstances await us in the future. We worry about our children abandoning their studies, the possibility of losing our job, our spouse confessing to an affair and seeking a divorce, or facing other hardships, like financial ruin. The challenge is that these fears can shift from one problem to another each day, creating a constant state of stress. This is where Epictetus offers a drastic yet effective perspective. Think that all these things you fear so much have already happened, so what could be worse? By embracing this mindset, your spirit will naturally develop coping strategies, enabling you to move forward with resilience and your head held high. Principle number 3. Get ready to encounter failures, as it is the only path to progress. People often strive to achieve the impossible to avoid being deemed foolish. However, Epictetus presents a different perspective. According to his philosophy, being considered a fool can be one of the best things that happen to you. This is the route to genuine improvement, both professionally and personally. The Stoic philosopher emphasizes that overcoming challenges is not the outcome of a spontaneous reaction, but rather the result of a lengthy journey filled with trial and error. Through these errors, we have the opportunity to refine and polish ourselves, bridging the gap that separates us from excellence. Principle number 4. Stay vigilant about the pitfalls of fortune. The wealth we desire often carries a stigma that few people can shake off. It's not only about individuals who might suddenly appear, aiming to benefit from our fortune. By feigning friendships they don't genuinely feel. Money possesses the power to alter people, and not always for the better. Once we become possessors of this highly sought-after resource, we acquire something that we might not have been aware of until then. It is from this point that our spirit may begin to poison itself in response to the potential loss of moral values. Principle number 5, avoid clinging to a singular hope. Thankfully, as beings, we are naturally inclined to embrace diversity. Consequently, there's no rationale behind investing all our hopes in a solitary dream, as this could be devastating in case of failure. Epictetus encourages us to explore multiple dreams, emphasizing that doing so significantly boosts our chances of achieving success. Principle number 6, always bear in mind that death awaits us at the end of the road. This isn't a call to embrace pessimism, but a reminder that death is the ultimate destination for all our actions, and, notably, our efforts. With this awareness, we might begin to assess whether spending 2 decades of our limited life savings to pay for a house is truly worthwhile. As much as it may burden us, we won't be able to take it with us when death arrives. Similar to carrying essential items like our phone, credit cards, and toothbrush in our bag, it would be immensely beneficial to carry a small notebook with these Stoic principles. Through them, setbacks will no longer be perceived as misfortunes, and life won't be viewed as an infinite amount of time at our disposal. Instead, we will gain a more realistic perspective on our existence and undoubtedly make better use of our time in life. Principle number 7, genuine wealth is found in a contented spirit. Thanks to Stoicism, Epictetus held a unique perspective on happiness, evident in one of his renowned phrases, "A wise man is one who does not fret over the things he does not have, but rejoices in those he does have." This insight goes beyond mere contemplation. It serves as guidance to cease feeling distressed about the riches not yet present in our lives. Complaining and lamenting what we lack leads to the loss of precious moments of happiness, when we could express gratitude for everything we have accomplished so far, far more than our eyes are accustomed to appreciating. Therefore, a truly rich person is, above all, a happy person. Principle number 8, integrate humility into your life. To truly learn something, a person must delve into what they think they already know. In conveying this message, Epictetus encourages us to embrace humility, particularly in the pursuit of knowledge. Parading through life with an air of knowledge-driven pride separates us further from genuine wisdom, which arises from acknowledging our complete ignorance about what we aim to learn. By adopting this approach, we start to perceive everything through the eyes of a child, eyes filled with both wonder and an eagerness to learn. Principle number 9, guilt is akin to a plague. Close-minded individuals point fingers at others. Ordinary folks blame themselves, but the wise recognize all guilt as foolishness. Thanks to this insight from Epictetus, modern therapists have started viewing guilt as an emotion to be eliminated from our lives. The most effective way to triumph over guilt is to refuse to engage with it. The challenge lies in the fact that blaming others or ourselves offers an easy way out, absolving us of the responsibility to correct our mistakes. Succumbing to this temptation can be difficult to avoid. Only those with a resolute determination to overcome can sidestep guilt and still take responsibility for their actions. Principle number 10, form alliances with successful individuals. It's intriguing how, when someone sneezes nearby, we swiftly distance ourselves, gripped by the fear of potential infection. Yet, we often lack the same caution when it comes to avoiding one of the most potent contagions we encounter daily. Epictetus imparts a valuable piece of advice on this. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to give your best, as the behavior of others significantly influences our mental state. Some individuals deplete our energy and spoil our day, while others fill us with joy and vitality. Therefore, one of the wisest decisions we can make is to align ourselves with those who bring positivity into our lives. bidding farewell to those with the capacity to make us regret our existence. Principle number 11. Never overlook the impact of your reactions on shaping your destiny. We should not underestimate the significance of our reactions, as they undeniably determine our success or failure. Epictetus was unequivocal about this matter. He taught us that while we may not choose what happens, we do have the ability to choose how to handle it. Misfortune can befall any of us, but it's our actions from the moment it arrives that make the difference. Some individuals perceive a divorce as an entry into the realm of depression and victimization. In contrast, for Epictetus, it represents a golden opportunity to embark on the journey of self-discovery. Remember, your life is not merely what happens to you, but how you choose to navigate and shape it. Principle number 12. Always carry out your duty. Each of us plays a role in society and the world, and the sun doesn't require applause or enchantments to rise every morning. Yet, it does so consistently, without fail. Similarly, as every part of nature performs its function, we too must fulfill our obligations. Relying on external praise or acknowledgement to motivate us in our work is a failure not only to the environment we're part of, but also to ourselves. When we understand our responsibilities and recognize that others depend on them, it becomes our moral obligation to fulfill them without waiting for external reminders. Principle number 13. Avoid harboring hatred towards those who hate you. Just dismiss them. You are far greater and entirely superior to someone who criticizes, despises, and discriminates against you. Consequently, it's not worth expending your valuable time hating such individuals, as they don't even merit a place in your thoughts. The advice is not to fear those who seek to harm you, as their actions signify a lamentable attempt to cause damage. Therefore, simply disregard it and build immunity against such negativity. Principle number 14. Embrace simplicity. Why choose a modest lifestyle when we have the opportunity to indulge in all kinds of luxuries nowadays? The answer is simpler and more logical than you might think. Wealth doesn't sustain itself, but demands dedication and daily effort to uphold the intricate system of luxuries and affluence. Conversely, when we embrace a simple way of life, we free ourselves from the burden of meeting deadlines for bills, loans, and credit cards. Principle number 15. When you let the comments and behaviors of others disturb you, you surrender control of your life. Anyone capable of provoking anger in you becomes your master. However, that person can only incite anger when you permit yourself to be affected by them. Epictetus enlightens us that there are many keys within us, some leading to happiness, while others directly lead to emotional distress. It's precisely this latter key that we relinquish to those who trigger our anger. The remedy for this predicament is to establish a barrier that shields us from being impacted by the attitudes of others. After all, each person is the owner of what they say and decide to listen to. According to Epictetus, we are encouraged to cultivate values that are within our power to change. However, it is equally our responsibility to release what is beyond our control, allowing fate to take its course. Stoic principles, incredibly practical for daily life, serve as teachings to guide us through challenging times with curiosity and resilience. Their philosophy doesn't indulge in fantasizing, but emphasizes the application of learned principles to progress. I hope you enjoyed the video, and since you've reached the end, feel free to share your thoughts with us. Drop some armored wisdom in the comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe.